We begin on the big baseball diamond in the Bronx. The Cleveland Indians dismantled the Bronx Bombers Thursday night. The Indians tore a page out of that Bomber notebook, slugging their way to a 19-5 final. Ouch. Jose Ramirez hit two early homers, including his first career grand slam in a 7-run opening inning, and the Indians pummeled New York to start a 4-game series between American League pennant contenders. Somehow the Yanks did receive one standing O from the crowd Thursday night. That came courtesy of Mike Ford. You wouldn't think any of the pitchers for the losing team would leave the mound to an ovation, especially not in Yankee Stadium, where winning is a birthright. But when the pitcher is a 27-year-old rookie first baseman designated hitter who is only on the roster because of, injuries, even a Yankee Stadium crowd can be moved to recognize. Ford walked toward the dugout at the end of the 8th inning, having pitched no worse than 3 of the 4 professional hurlers who had preceded him, and significantly better than Chad Green, who started the game as an opener. A grinning Ford, throwing anywhere from 53 to 87 miles per hour, worked a 1-2-3 ninth and received a loud ovation from the scattered fans remaining. He struck out Roberto Perez, looking to end the inning. Yanks took the L Thursday night, but not the Phillies. Thanks to some heroics from Bryce Harper. Harper has been waiting all season for a signature moment with Philadelphia. It finally came on Thursday night. The $330 million man, slugged a dramatic walk-off grand slam to help the Phillies cap a thrilling 7-5 comeback victory against the Chicago Cubs. With the Phillies down 2 runs, Harper turned on a pitch from Derek Holland and sent a no-doubter into the second deck at Citizen Bank Park. Speaking of sluggers, Pete Alonso drove in 6 runs with 5 hits, including a 3-run homer, and the New York Mets held on in the 9th inning to beat the Atlanta Braves 10-8 on Thursday night. Alonso's 39th homer tied Cody Bellinger for the National League rookie record. Bellinger hit 39 dingers for the LA Dodgers in 2017. The same year, the Yankees' Aaron Judge set the Major League rookie mark with 52. Alonso also set career single-game highs for hits and RBIs. The Mets had a season-best 23 hits. Ahmed Rosario's career-high 5 hits included 2 doubles, 2 singles, and a triple. It was the first time in franchise history the Mets had more than one player with 5 hits. They are rolling, folks. The Mets begin an interleague series in Kansas City tonight. Time for some quick hitters from around the world of sports. Dale Earnhardt Jr., his wife, and their daughter were aboard a plane that ran off the end of the runway and caught fire in Tennessee on Thursday. Neither Earnhardt Jr. nor his family were seriously injured in the crash. The Carter County Sheriff's Office said that there were no fatalities in the crash, but that Earnhardt Jr. had been taken to the Johnson City Medical Center for minor injuries like cuts and abrasions. Imagine, guy lives his life at 200+ miles per hour, retires, and nearly passes away in a plane crash. We'll stay in motorsports. NASCAR is in Bristol this weekend. Meanwhile, IndyCar will roll into Pocono. This is the final year of that contract, and it could be the final time IndyCar races at Pocono. It marks the 1-year anniversary of the Robert Wickens crash that left him paralyzed. Wickens has made great strides in his recovery and remains adamant about returning to racing. In football, the Jets topped Atlanta in preseason action 22-10 Thursday night on the road. The G-Men have their second game of the preseason tonight at MetLife Stadium. They host the Chicago Bears. Arizona Cardinals quarterback Kyler Murray didn't, look like a rookie in a solid preseason debut last week, but on Thursday night he certainly looked like a rookie. Murray, the first pick of this year's NFL draft, had a lot tougher time in his second professional game. Murray completed 3 of 8 passes for just 12 yards. He rushed for 4. When he came out of the game, the Cardinals trailed 26-0 with a little more than 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. A national audience took in that one, but, hey, it's just a preseason game. In NBA news, free Melo. Carmelo Anthony is still without an NBA team. Team USA turned him down for the 2019 FIBA World Cup in China this summer, and Anthony seems like a long shot to return to an NBA floor in 2019-2020. Teams have reportedly been staying away from Carmelo Anthony. Even franchises like the Los Angeles Lakers don't appear to have interest in the former star. But that hasn't stopped the 35-year-old former scoring champion from working out with other NBA players and trying to get his name back out there. Anthony has apparently taken part in many workouts that happen in LA among various NBA players. A recent one just happened to be including several Brooklyn Nets, sending fans of New York's other team here wondering whether Anthony could be on their team's radar. Gotta love social media and the sports media in general. And no, I don't see Melo going to the Brooklyn Nets. But hey, anything is possible. It would be a nice story. Question would be, can Melo really help the Nets win? Maybe Boogie Cousins is a bad omen for teams, folks. The Warriors lost the NBA Finals with him on the roster, and his new team may not see him at all this year. The Los Angeles Lakers center DeMarcus Cousins has suffered a torn ACL in his left knee, putting his availability for next season in jeopardy. There is no timeline for surgery. Cousins' visit to team physicians in Los Angeles on Thursday confirmed the diagnosis, which constitutes a third serious leg injury in the past year and a half for Boogie. In the MLS, the Red Bulls and NYCFC are both back in action on Saturday. On a final sports roundup note, the NHL preseason is about to kick off too. The NHL preseason, Rena. That means summer is done. Those are the headlines. We hit the C-list for a player I believe could be a wild card for the Yankees this October. Bronx Bombers, for the most part, aside from Thursday night, have been on cruise control. They should win the division, and to me, they're among the top 3 teams projected to win it all. I have the Houston Astros and the LA Dodgers slightly above the Yankees right now, although I really believe this is the year for the Yanks. Pitching is a concern. Injuries have been a huge concern, but I think fans aren't seeing the Yanks at their best just yet, which is why I still believe there is room to grow for these savages in the Bronx. The biggest wild card might be a former National League Most Valuable player whom fans don't even talk about anymore. Yankees slugger Giancarlo Stanton is slated to return from the injured list in September. General Manager Brian Cashman told The Athletic on Thursday. The 29-year-old outfielder is on the 60-day IL with a strained PCL in his right knee. The 4-time All-Star has not played since June 25th. In 9 games earlier this season, Stanton was 9 for 31 with 1 homer and 7 RBIs. He led the Yanks with 38 dingers last season, his first with the club. Now, Stanton is a .268 career hitter with 306 homers and 779 RBIs over 10 seasons with the Yankees and the Florida/Miami Marlins. The guy can play when healthy. I could see him doing some big things come October. October has a way of bringing out the best in players of Stanton's caliber. If it does, look out, LA. Look out, Houston. The Yanks are coming. That's your sports. I'm Bobby C.